You think you're making the smart choice. No sugar, no calories, no blood sugar spike. You grab a diet soda instead of a regular one and feel good about it. But that swap might not be as clean as you think. Today we're going through exactly what happens inside your body when you drink diet soda. The good parts, the confusing parts, and the stuff that's still keeping scientists up at night. Stick around because the last part is going to change how you look at that can. Every time you eat or drink something with carbohydrates, your body breaks it down into glucose. That glucose enters your bloodstream, your pancreas releases insulin, and your cells use it for energy. Blood sugar goes up, insulin brings it back down. That's the cycle your body runs dozens of times every single day. The problem with regular soda is that it delivers a massive amount of sugar in liquid form with nothing to slow it down. No fiber, no fat, no protein, just sugar hitting your bloodstream all at once. One 12-ounce can has roughly 10 teaspoons of sugar. The American Heart Association recommends women stay under 6 teaspoons of added sugar per day and men under 9. One can of soda blows past that in a single sitting before you've even eaten anything. So you can see why people started looking for alternatives. Diet soda uses artificial sweeteners instead of sugar. Aspartame, saccharin, sucralose, acesulfame, potassium. These compounds are anywhere from 200 to 20,000 times sweeter than sugar, so manufacturers only need a tiny amount to hit the same level of sweetness. And your body does not metabolize them like carbs. They don't break down into glucose. They don't trigger an insulin response. They pass through your digestive system without raising your blood sugar. On that specific point, diet soda is genuinely better than regular soda. That difference is real and it matters. But your brain doesn't know any of that. The moment something sweet hits your tongue, your brain starts preparing. Energy is coming. Insulin, stand by. Your whole metabolic system gears up in anticipation. With diet soda, the signal arrives and nothing follows. Some researchers believe that when this pattern repeats over and over, it can start to confuse the system. Think of it like a fire alarm that keeps going off when there's no fire. Eventually, the people in the building stop reacting the way they should. Your brain keeps priming itself for a sugar delivery that never shows up. Over time, this might affect how your body responds when real sugar does arrive. The signaling gets dulled. The response becomes less reliable. The science isn't fully settled here, but it's one of the reasons experts say diet soda is better than regular, not that it's neutral. And then there's your gut. Your gut is home to trillions of bacteria that play a direct role in how your body processes food and regulates blood sugar. This community is called your microbiome, and it's incredibly sensitive to what you eat and drink. Several studies have shown that certain artificial sweeteners can alter the composition of your gut microbiome, reduce bacterial diversity, and shift the balance in ways researchers are still working to understand. A disrupted microbiome is associated with poorer blood sugar regulation, increased inflammation, and higher metabolic risk. In 2023, a large study found that artificial sweetener intake was associated with a higher risk of type 2 diabetes. Take that seriously. But understand what it actually means. Association is not causation. The study found a statistical relationship. It did not prove that artificial sweeteners cause diabetes. People who are already at higher metabolic risk are also the ones most likely to switch to diet soda. The association might be reflecting their existing habits and health status, rather than a direct effect of the diet soda itself. The researchers acknowledged this and said more work is needed before drawing firm conclusions. So we are not at diet soda is dangerous, but we are also not at drink as much as you want. The honest answer right now is that the long-term picture is still unclear. One more thing that confuses a lot of people: diet versus zero sugar. Are they the same? Not exactly. Zero sugar means less than 0.5 grams of sugar per serving. Not literally zero, just below that threshold. Diet is a looser marketing term meaning lower in sugar and calories than the original version. Diet sodas typically rely on aspartame, while zero sugar versions often use a blend of sucralose, acesulfame potassium, or stevia. That blend is why zero sugar tends to taste closer to the original. Most people find it more familiar. In terms of blood sugar impact, both are similar. Neither causes an immediate spike, but the same long-term question marks apply to both. So where does all of this leave you? If you are currently drinking regular soda every day, switching to diet is a meaningful improvement. Removing 10 teaspoons of sugar from your daily intake adds up fast. Over a week, that is 70 teaspoons. Over a month, close to 300. Dietitians will tell you diet soda can be a reasonable transition tool if quitting entirely is not realistic right now. The key word is transition. A bridge, not a destination you settle into permanently. And if you want to actually support healthy blood sugar long-term, 4 habits matter far more than which soda you are drinking. Pair your carbs with protein. Every time you eat something starchy, add a protein source. Crackers and cheese, apple and almond butter, rice and chicken. Protein slows the digestion of carbohydrates, which means a slower, more gradual blood sugar rise instead of a sharp spike. It makes a measurable difference every single meal. Stay properly hydrated. When you are dehydrated, glucose in your blood becomes more concentrated because there is less fluid to dilute it. Your kidneys also work less efficiently at filtering out excess sugar. Even mild dehydration can push your blood sugar numbers higher than they should be. Most of your fluids should come from plain water. Fill in the rest with coffee, unsweetened tea, or the occasional diet soda. Reduce gradually instead of all at once. Going cold turkey sounds good, but rarely sticks long term. Drop from 2 cans to 1. Switch to a mini can. Those smaller cans have about 7.5 ounces instead of 12, which means less sweetener and less caffeine. Small, consistent changes build real habits. Dramatic overnight changes usually do not. Walk after meals. 10 to 15 minutes after you eat is enough. When your muscles are moving, they pull glucose directly out of your bloodstream to use as fuel, independently of insulin. Research consistently shows this is one of the most effective and underused tools for blood sugar management available to most people right now. It costs nothing. It requires no equipment, just shoes and a few minutes. Here is the full picture. Diet soda will not spike your blood sugar the way regular soda does. That difference is real, but it is not a neutral substance. The long-term effects on your gut, your brain's signaling, and your metabolic health are still being studied. Treating it like a free pass is where most people go wrong. Use it as a transition tool if you need it. Keep it occasional, balance it with water, and focus on the 4 habits that actually move the needle over time. The people who manage their blood sugar the best are not the ones who found a perfect list of things to avoid. They are the ones who understand what is happening inside their body well enough to make their own calls. That is the difference between following a diet and actually being healthy. Most people are never given that understanding. This channel exists to change that. If you want to actually know what food and drink do inside your body, subscribe. A new video goes up every week.